Hello, my beautiful Virgos. Welcome back to Unbound Soul Tarot. I'm Helen, and today we are going to be looking at your mind and your mindset more specifically. Now, if you saw the last time we were taking a deep dive into your psyche, that was a proper deep dive. We were using the Wild Unknown decks by Kim Krans, and as you can see this time, the decks are slightly different. We are using the Wisdom of the Oracle cards by Colette Baron Reid, and then we're going to be using the Fountain Tarot for the tarot portion. So yeah, these decks are just slightly more gentle on my energy, not as draining. So that's why I decided to kind of change it up a bit. And yeah, we are going to be looking at your current mindset and the mindset that you should adopt or take on board more for your highest good. And yeah, that's pretty much the whole spiel about today's reading. Now, I do also want to remind you guys that this is a general reading, so please don't take anything that isn't meant for you, anything that you don't actually resonate with. Leave all of that behind and use your discernment to take what is for you. And also, I do want to give you a heads up as well that because we are dealing with the mind and the thought space, which is a very abstract kind of world, the messages coming through most likely will be more abstract as well. So I ask you to not take them overly literally and just not get too attached in them, okay? Or attached to them, I should say. But anyway, let's get into the reading and start out with what is your current mindset. Oh my goodness, that doesn't feel right. Whoa, we have loyal heart. Beautiful. Oh, and co-create is at the bottom. And it's interesting that you got like the dynamic of two coming out. Co-create and loyal heart. Beautiful energy. Really, really, really sweet energy. But yeah, it is interesting that you are getting a heart card when we're talking about the mind. But maybe partnership is very much at the forefront for you right now. It could be. But let's keep going. I want to see what the mindset is that you should adopt more. Oh my god, it's like the cards just want to fly out of my hands. Whoa, we have the Tribe in reverse. Okay, that is so... Okay. Let me put the... Okay, Chop Wood is at the bottom of the deck. If you're familiar with astrology, it's very much like a sixth house kind of vibe, which actually you rule, to be fair. But before I get into that, I did want to point out that first of all, we have 2 8s coming out. 35 if you reduce it, 3 plus 5 is 8. And then the Tribe card is also number 8. So very interesting numerological kind of synchronicity there. But also what I wanted to point out is that, as I said, this is like very much that this portion was very much like partnership focused or some kind of relationship focused, or at least there was a dynamic of two coming together. And with the Tribe, we have kind of like the exact opposite, where it's, because it's coming out in reverse, it's almost indicating more of this like individual or solo vibe. So it's just interesting that that's the first thing that kind of popped out from the cards. Let me kind of feel my way through these cards a bit, and then I'll tell you what I'm feeling, sensing, intuiting for you guys, and then we'll get into the guidebook as well. Okay, so here's what I'm getting with you guys. I actually want to start with the underlying energy, which is Chop Wood for you guys. And this card, in essence, is a very like mundane, very routine, very day-to-day kind of energy. That's why I brought out the connection to the 6th house, which, as I said, in astrology, you rule. And the 6th house is all about routine. It's about work. It's about... again, day-to-day activities and responsibilities. So it is about the kind of mundane responsibilities and obligations that need to be taken care of, which in this case is indicating to me that there's something that you need to pay attention to. And because again, we're talking about the mind, and I probably am going to keep repeating that throughout this reading as we get into the cards, because, well, first of all, I want you guys to remember that because it's really easy to get sucked into the messages at times, but also I'm kind of doing the reminding for myself as well. Yeah, it feels like this loyal heart card, as I said, it's like very partnership oriented. But in this instance, I actually feel more so that what your current mindset is very much either focused or even orbiting around someone else. It could be one specific person, it could be your whole family, it could be someone you feel responsible for. Whoever it is or whoever they are, it feels like your focus and it's like your focal point is very much fixed on someone else besides yourself. That's what I'm getting with this loyal heart. And with the tribe coming out in reverse as something that you should, or the mindset that you should adopt more, it feels like the focus needs to be shifted more so back towards yourself. And I'm not saying that you need to like completely abandon the person or the other people who you are so focused on, but it feels like more focus needs to be put on yourself than what is being put on yourself right now, if that makes sense. There needs to be kind of this like cleaning up or clearing up energy where the balance has to be restored, because it does feel very much like the scales are tipped towards someone else, and your own scale is kind of like neglected or left a bit hanging there. And I'm sorry if I'm using these weird expressions or weird examples, but I'm just giving you the examples as they come, so please bear with me. But yeah, this feels very, very, very strongly like the emphasis that is currently being put on other people, and maybe even responsibilities regarding other people. And again, because it's the tribe card, it's either your family or your community or your partner or whoever that you are either living with or just spending a lot of time with. It seems that the emphasis that you are putting on that person or these people needs to be brought back towards yourself. Again, more of this like solo, more of this individualistic energy that I'm getting with this. But let's look at the guidebook. So Colette Baron Reid has done an absolutely superb job with this guidebook. So I'm going to read from this. We have loyal heart, fidelity, loyalty, devotion. Evidence of loyalty will appear in your life. Others will prove they are faithful to you, and you will in turn commit fully to them. There is a sure and abiding certainty in your heart. Know that spirit is always loyal to you. No matter the outer circumstances in your life, trust and have faith, for you are eternally loved, always divinely protected, and divinely directed. So this is more of a general description of this card. But as I said, because we have to keep reminding ourselves that this is the mind that we're talking about, it just feels like your mind is very much preoccupied by something or someone. But more strongly, I do feel like it's a person, again, because of the tribe card coming out. So there's a strong indication of other people being involved rather than something or some kind of passion of yours. But of course it could be, so please take it as it resonates. But I do get a stronger sense of other people. So yeah, again, put it into the mind perspective, and I don't know where I was going with this. Sorry, but yeah, put it in the mind perspective. That's what I wanted to reiterate. But we have number 8, the tribe. Essential meanings are community, belonging, being seen and understood by others, like-minded connections, a sense of family and friendship, knowing your place in the world. But we have the protection message because it came out in reverse. Beware of compromising your integrity in order to belong. How do you dim your light or change yourself so others will accept you in the tribe? Do you hide who you really are in order to play a role within the larger whole? This will never fulfill you. Now is a time to assess your willingness to be real. Stand tall. Be you. Authenticity is true self-expression and the only way to empower yourself. Don't be afraid to be yourself and step into the role your heart tells you to take. Making yourself small bears too high a cost. So yeah, it's fairly similar to what I was saying as well, but I do like that they very strongly emphasize the fact of being yourself and showing your authenticity, and not being afraid of being like judged or criticized by others, right? So that is a nice aspect that they brought out. But again, kind of taking these two cards into account, it does more so, again, feel like there just kind of needs to be a refocusing on yourself rather than the people that you are putting so much effort into. But we are going to get some additional information out with the tarot, hopefully. Starting with this loyal heart, I want to see how this mindset that you are currently in is serving you and how it is restricting you. So starting with how it is serving you. How is this current mindset serving Virgo? We have the Six of Swords. And the Nine of Wands in reverse. What is up with the Nine of Wands? I feel like this is the third or the fourth time already that I've seen this card. It's really, really, really been coming out a lot. So with the Six of Swords, the way that it's serving you is that it's allowing you to turn your focus away from whatever is going on with you. And as you are directing your focus on other people or someone else, it's like you don't have to deal with whatever is going on inside you. You don't have to face the issues, or like, I want to say your inner demons, but please don't like take it overly dramatically, because it sounds really dramatic, but I mean, we all have those, right? So again, please don't like get too attached to the wording. But yeah, we all have things that are happening within us and that we need to like confront and deal with, and our own issues. But yeah, with the Six of Swords, I just feel this escapism, almost like where dealing with other people and putting your focus on others is allowing you to turn away or turn your back or ignore whatever is going on within you internally. So it's a form of escapism, I guess, would be the most straightforward and the easiest way of explaining this, how this mindset is serving you. But how is it restricting you? Let's see. That is so crazy. The King of Swords has been coming out as well for several signs, and I feel like it's always been in reverse, I think. Maybe I'm mistaken, but it... and the Ace of Cups as well. It's crazy. I'm sorry I'm laughing, but it's so bizarre how these same cards keep popping up for all the signs. It just, I don't know. I mean, there are 70, okay, there are actually 80, no, 79 or 80? 79. 79 cards in this deck, because there's an extra card in the Major Arcana. So out of the 79 cards, how is it possible that the same cards keep coming up all the time? It's, as I said, crazy. But we have the King of Swords in reverse. So I kind of get a similar sense, which is tying in with the Tribe card here, where you don't actually get to be your true self, where there's some kind of limitation, especially with the Ace of Cups in reverse, where your true, authentic way of being doesn't have a chance to come forward, doesn't have a chance to be expressed. And with this King of Swords in reverse, I feel like, because I feel that this is you, I feel like you're not, like that, I feel like there's so much to you, or there's so much within you that would enrich other people's lives if only it would be able to come out, if only other people would see it, if only you could express it. And I love that both of these cards are the sword suit, which is, again, it's the air element, it's the mind, it's the thoughts, it's the verbal expression. So it's exactly what this whole reading is all about. And because it's the King of Swords and not any other court card in the sword suit, this tells me that you are really intelligent, and you are very witty and very smart and very, very intellectual, very well spoken as well, I want to say. But it's getting suppressed. It's getting suppressed. And in truth, I feel like there's so much that you could like teach to other people, or there's almost like this role model that you could be to others, but it doesn't have room to come out because the focus is pointed so much at other people, or towards other people. So yeah, with the Ace of Cups in reverse, there's some kind of limitation. And it's actually even funny that you have the Loyal Heart, which, as I said, it's funny to me that you get a heart card more specifically, and now you have the Ace of Cups in reverse, which is like basically the pure version of emotion, or the pure version of like unconditional true love. And with it coming out in reverse, I feel like your own cup is not being fulfilled, as you are kind of neglecting your own needs. And again, this is just the mental aspect that we're talking about, okay? Again, I feel like I need to keep repeating that. But looking at the tribe, I want to see what this new mindset would help heal within you. Whoa. We have the Seven of Wands with the Nine of Coins in reverse. And the Six of Coins in reverse. Okay. I have to point out that there's an actual song that started playing in my head as I was looking at these cards, and you might want to listen to it after the reading, but it's Aha's Touchy. I think it's just Touchy. But yeah, if I remember, I will link it in the description box as well for you guys so you can check it out. But with the Seven of Wands, I truly just started hearing the words. Oh my god, it's funny. I wish I could like sing very well so I could do the chorus bit for you guys, but I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, there's this there's almost this like being on edge, or being really defensive, and feeling like not being very secure or confident within yourself. And I feel like that's something that the turning your focus more on yourself, turning more attention towards yourself and your own needs again, especially with the Nine of Coins in reverse, I feel like your own needs are definitely in dire need of attention. Turning your focus more on those aspects would help you overcome this like defensiveness, or being very touchy, being very like on edge, or again, feeling very like defensive and just very on guard. So if you're someone who doesn't really like allow others to come particularly close to you, or I mean close to the real you, the vulnerable you, where it might actually be a defense mechanism as well. And I know we're going a bit deeper and beyond the mind now, but I do want to point out, because I keep feeling this, like as I said, this escapism, right? Or this needing to redirect your focus from yourself to something else, almost as a distraction, or in this case, it feels like a defense mechanism as well, where focusing on other people and directing the focus on other people all the time, meaning away from you, no one can actually like get close to you, or there's never any point where you are like under inspection, because it's like you like, I feel that whenever even someone wanted to get close to you, or like started showing a lot of interest in you, I feel like your like main reflection, reflex is the word, where your main reflex is to direct the attention back to that person. So like try and keep the focus on yourself as little as possible, so that you wouldn't be overly exposed, overly vulnerable. Sorry, I can't speak. So if you're someone who does that, then I feel like this is then this message is very, very specifically targeted at you. Because with the Six of Coins in reverse, I do also get this feeling that there's a very one-sidedness to the to connections with other people. And again, it's more so that I feel like you shield yourself off, or you put up these walls where just other people can't really access you, because they can't get close to you. And I do feel like it's coming from a place of like insecurity, or whatever other issues might be dormant within you that you don't want to face. And I feel like with the Six of Swords again, where you just kind of want to neglect or ignore the issues that are going on within you, and that's why the focus is so heavily on other people. And I mean, you are a very caring and a very nurturing sign in general. That's what Virgos are known for. But I do feel in this case that you are kind of using it as a defense mechanism, or taking it to the extreme, where again you're using it as a tool of escapism, so that you wouldn't have to deal with whatever is going on within you. And that's also bringing about this like defensiveness or guardedness when it comes to connections with other people, and other people not actually being able to get close to you and to get to know the true you, the authentic you, at least not to the full extent. I feel like there's always some kind of wall up. And that's why I feel like this focus needs to be turned on you. As I said with this chop wood, it feels like there's some kind of clearing up, or some kind of setting order to things, or organizing things that needs to happen, where some aspects within you have been neglected, and they need to be dealt with now. But we're going back to the mind now. This felt like it went way beyond that, and hopefully someone got something useful from this message, because I felt like it really did need to come out. But in any case, this refocusing of attention towards yourself will help you kind of come out of this defensiveness and being on edge. It will help make you feel more secure and confident within yourself. Feel more balanced. But okay, let's look at how this energy or this mindset will benefit you in the future, and then we'll close this reading out. Oh my god, I cannot believe that card came out. I love it, and I love tarot, and I love that I get to do these videos. Oh my god, especially for these moments, it's crazy. They're sometimes like they're not the most often, or they can be quite rare when these like extreme moments for me happen, but when they do, it's always just so powerful. So I'm sorry, I'm going to explain why I'm feeling this way. I'm just trying to get over the intense emotion. But you have the Hermit card, which is your card in tarot. It's the major arcana that you represent. And the Hermit card is literally you going inside, doing introspection, looking at all the deep, dark corners of yourself that you haven't accessed before, and confronting everything that is hidden within you, confronting your demons, right? As I was saying before, confronting the demons. and dealing with them. So oh my god, it's crazy, and it's so beautiful, and I love that this card is coming out, because it's exactly why this tribe card came out. And I feel like even though you're reading, I do have to say, I feel like it goes beyond the mind. It's not so strictly only in your headspace, but it does seem to involve a lot of your heart space as well, because of the heart cards that did come out as well, with the Ace of Cups and the Loyal Heart. I think that this is such a profound message, and I'm so happy that it came out, because clearly this is a very, very, very important message for someone out there. But yeah, it seems that this focusing on yourself, focusing your attention on yourself, is actually going to help you deal with these emotions, these hidden aspects that are plaguing you, whether you are aware of it or you're not aware of it. But I do feel like this guardedness and this defensiveness and the shielded off energy is very much tied to the quote-unquote demons that are within you. So this is beautiful. This is saying that you're able to actually confront them and actually deal with them. Whoa. And with the Emperor in reverse, it's like you're able to break down these walls, these strict barriers that you have around you, where you're more accessible, where you're more soft and more open, just more open. And I do feel that it is going to make you yourself a lot happier, but it's also going to make your relationships with others way more profound, way more meaningful, way more deep, and way more reciprocal as well. Because as I said, it feels very strongly that the heavy emphasis is on the other person or the other people, and your own needs are kind of left unattended. But yeah, and I love that these are both like major arcana cards coming out. So very powerful energy, very, very powerful energy. But okay, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I am so, oh my goodness, I don't even have the words, but this reading feels so huge, so important, so special some way, that if this was your message, if you resonated with what I was saying, then I really, really, really hope that you got something useful from this reading, that it helped you in some way. And if this was you, please consider giving me a thumbs up. It would mean so much to me, and it would let me know that I've actually been of help to you, which is the most important thing for me, because that's why I'm even doing this channel. That's why I have this channel to begin with. And also, if you haven't already, but if you did enjoy my energy and my style of doing tarot readings, then please also don't forget to subscribe so that you wouldn't miss out on all the future readings we will be doing together. And yeah, I'm sending you guys so much love and light. Please take care of yourselves, and I hope to see you very soon. Bye-bye.